And we all remember the ending of last session?
We're breaking into a facility.
Have broken into.
Oh,
Ooh,
right,
no,
dude was gonna
yep,
kill us.
it's all coming back to me. I'm about to die.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff, your GM. Welcome back to Big Campaign Stories, the House Wars portion. To get us started with lightsaber checks, let's start with Joe.
All right. Let's see. Nope.
Oh, it's a double one right there. I mean, it's an 11, I guess. But
All right, I'm going next. I'm Cody. I'm playing Shin. Oh, and there's a nice 20 on the first roll. We're going to try and confirm here for some fun. And it was followed up by a 12.
Damn it.
On to Corbin Thus.
Hey guys, I'm Josh. I'm playing Corbin Thus. Let's lightsaber. Lightsabered with a 3. Doug, you got it next, buddy.
all right, I'm Doug, playing Finn Exilum, rolling a lightsaber check and getting a double one as well with the 11. I've never actually succeeded at one of these in like years. I don't think it's going to happen today.
All right, so as we last left off, you guys had snuck into the construction area to the sound of a Gatling gun starting to whir and start up with the welcoming call out of, hey, fuckfaces. So let's go ahead and roll initiatives.
He could have meant anybody.
Yeah, anyone around here could be a fuckface.
Look, I'm going to look around for other fuck faces in case.
I'm not even going to roll initiative because he's not talking to me.
So when the bullets hit me in the face, it'll be a complete surprise. Yeah, so we're sneaking into the complex, and we've encountered just one guy that's noticed us so far.
Correct. At the top of the 3-story half-constructed building is the Void wearing fully decked out armor, a division mask covering his face and the gun. You can hear the footsteps and the approach of other people, of course. But as you do look around, you would see the person that you spotted when you were scouting, the gentleman with full plate with a greatsword and whatnot, as he was getting on a hover cycle and heading out. But the initial ready to action goes off, and I do require a reflex save from all of you as bullets spray the area.
What?
The DC on this is 17 for half.
Got 23 on his reflex.
Flynn got a 9.
All right, and Corbin with a 14, and Dotra with a 17. And Dotra, you're able to react quick enough to reduce how much you take here. So you'll take 10 points of damage, and you have 1 point of bleed. Both Corbin and Flynn, having failed the save, you'll take 21 points of damage and have 1 point of bleed.
And where do I sign up to take just like less damage?
Oh, there was a clipboard on the outside of the construction spot. You guys missed it, I think.
Shit.
As bullets spray the area, Dotra, you are the first to react.
All right. Where's the dude?
The gentleman's up above here.
All right. Well, I think it'd be a real bad idea for him to shoot straight down, so I'm going to dash to that entryway under him. 30 feet movement, no standard.
Yeah, so you dash across the construction site, past metal platings, bundles of rebar, concrete chunks set aside, and take cover. All right, the first gentleman comes rounding the corner. You see them in tactical armor carrying an assault shotgun as they approach into the battlefield.
Yuno's gonna dash the 15 feet south here and take some cover under this structure or scaffolding that's here. And he'll lean against that structure, taking off his jacket, and he'll say, guess we're not going to be known for subtleness. And then you'll see the tattoo of scales light up on his arm as he casts iron scales and gets mage armor.
Awesome. From behind the large construction vehicle ahead of you to the north, you'll see a gentleman come around the corner, shotgun in hand. Flynn
will rue the can that he kicked by accident walking across the construction site earlier. But glaring out at the holes that have now been put in his body, his eyes will glow bright yellow, and a judgment of healing will begin as he makes his way towards some cover as well. Since somebody just showed up over there, guess kind of wedge himself in on this side as best he can, so the guy with the machine gun at least can't shoot me anymore.
Okay.
The Judgment's a swift action, free action to quick draw the gun on his way over there, and at least, shoot this guy once, because probably looks shootable. I don't know. Just rounded. He kind of just rounded the corner. I feel a little bit bad. He's like, "What's going on over here? We got. Shut up." So I'm gonna roll a 26 to hit for 4 points of force damage.
Those armor does diffuse some of that. He definitely gets hit. Corbin, you see rounding the corner where your friends have just ran to hide amongst the scaffolding and to get into the construction zone. You'll see another 2 henchmen come out, shotguns in hand, but it is your turn.
Corbin is going to get really pissed that they got the jump on him. He's going to go into a rage, and then he's going to look around this construction site that we found ourselves in and see a steel plate on the ground, the steel plates that you use to lay over trenches to drive over, and he's going to pick that up and hold it up with both hands and start walking towards the building that the machine gun guy has, holding the steel plate between him and machine gun guy.
All right, and Corbin with the steel chair.
So that's what I'll do.
Another gentleman will approach from the far north as he enters onto the construction site, bolting across, shotgun in hand, as he'll take cover behind the concrete wall. With that, the person standing at the top with the machine gun in hand. So Corbin, as you dash across holding the metal barrier above your head, that does give you total cover, which does mean that he cannot shoot you.
Hell
What about his
yeah.
fingers, though?
Shut up. Don't do that.
Let me check one thing here real quick.
He's checking the chance of shooting yours.
As well he should.
Imagine you lost a finger. You just made fun of Yuno for cutting off his own finger. Oh, the irony.
No, but with total cover, with no line of effect to you, he simply readies an action to shoot at the next person he can target. This one in front of you, though, while you're carrying that metal barrier, Corbin will step out and will attempt to hit you with a shotgun blast.
Okay.
As he levels the gun and points towards you, does a 16.
My AC 17. It misses.
Okay. The blast doesn't land enough with your armor to do any significant damage. Dotra.
You can definitely see Corbin make eye contact with the guy that just tried to take a cheap shot at him and just get pissed.
I mean, you're already raging. Are you going to rage more?
Well, I mean, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So much more angry.
So angry.
Okay, so I'm inside this area right there, inside that doorway. Does that go up?
It does, yes.
Could I possibly sneak up on the guy that's by that other opening?
Oh, come around, sneak up on the gentleman to the north?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Go and give me a stealth check.
No.
Touche. All right.
It doesn't work then. Who knew?
Yeah. As the pop-up ad shows up, DMs hate this one trick.
Oh boy.
All right.
So having rolled a 2, I will walk blindly up to him and shake him in the neck.
Guys, look how sneaky I'm being.
Yeah, there's I mean, of course, moving through a construction zone that you are not used to being on. Yes, you'll definitely have that moment where you hit that rebar that falls clang, as he'll turn to see you coming, but you do not get to sneak up on him, but you do get to make your attack.
17 to hit.
Even with him seeing you coming, as he gets ready to raise his shotgun in front to block the blow from your cleaver, you will take him in the neck, and he will drop to the ground.
Brutal.
And back into the shadows. Clang, clang.
It's terrifying because you can hear him coming, but you can't stop it. Across the construction site, another one of the goons come dashing forward, gun in hand. You know, the sound of shotgun blasts and bullets is all about. What are you doing?
You'll see Yuno now with his jacket off and his now sleeveless dress shirt, showing off his tattoos, as he'll look over to his familiar on his shoulder and see, well, Cleopatra, let's show them real firepower. As his hand will reach out and he'll cast Fox 2 as the 2 Tomahawk missiles light up on his left forearm, and I'll shoot one at each one of those soldiers to the north of me. And we find Fox 2.
Are you hitting one guy with both missiles, or each
one
with
at each
one?
target? Yeah.
Okay, so you do 2 to one of them, and then roll your d4 plus 1 against the other one. Excellent. Even though they have cover, magic missile inerrantly finds its target and will strike both of them. They are both now aware of the sleeveless man hiding amongst the construction materials.
I was like, what the fuck?
The cunning sorcerer strikes again.
All right, Flynn. As you're standing amongst the scaffolding, you'll watch Dotra take out the gentleman to the north who is coming up on you.
Okay. I will regain a small amount of HP, and I'm just gonna rapid shot. These both have cover for me, or
The furthest north one does not from you. This one does.
I'll take 2 shots at him then
Okay.
with a rapid fire. Shot number 1 is a 14 to hit for 3 potential damage. Second shot is a critical failure to hit for who gives a fuck how much damage.
All right. Both bullets unfortunately go wide as you're shooting quickly, and the recoil sends them off.
Flynn will look at the pistol as though something's wrong with it. Hole in his tennis racket, that kind of problem, before hunkering down again.
The goon in front of you, Corbin, moves over to the edge of the building that Dotra and Flynn are in, but will turn and fire the shotgun at you while you're still holding that metal plating above your head. Yeah, the blast catches you in the side for 6 points of damage. Corbin.
Corbin's going to walk forward and get within range of the goon in front of him that took the first shot on him. And then he's going to take the iron or steel piece that he has above his head and slam it to his left to give him cover from the guy, from the guy that just moved.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to whip out his stun baton and get ready to engage.
Alrighty. All right. Far to the north, the goon will run around the outside of the construction vehicle, avoiding the bullets from Flynn as he takes cover to try to move in closer. Up above, the mercenary with the Gatling gun will position himself in a better spot to be able to see Corbin, as well as potentially Yuno. The gentleman in front of you, Corbin, that you had drawn the stun baton to strike, will step back, hoping to land a shot with his shotgun at close range. Too nervous with the fact that he can actively see your wounds healing on him. The blast goes wide. Dotra.
Can I take a step further back and be undercover?
Yeah, you're undercover now from at least the gentleman above. If you're talking about cover from the people below, yes. If you step back into the shadows, you'll have cover, full cover from them.
So yeah, I want to take a step back and do a heal check to stop the bleeding.
Perfect. Go ahead. It is DC 15.
22.
Nice. Stepping back, you're able to bandage yourself up and stop that.
Okay.
This one here, struck by the Tomahawk missiles from Yuno, will spend its full turn to run over to here. As he runs across the construction site, heading directly in Yuno's direction, gun in hand. Yuno, take your 1 point of bleed, and it is your turn.
Yuno will grin, and he's going to slap sulfur into each hand, clapping together as he casts Starchild Shuriken, as his 2 shuriken tattooed on his collarbone light up. 2 inflamed shuriken start rotating in front of him, and one of them he'll point at and fire at the now close target. That's a 10 to hit.
The shuriken will strike against him, bursting out in flames as he's moving towards you. Flynn.
Okie dokie. I think just aim for this one here in hopes to assist my buddy there. So we'll try again with a rapid shot and hope that I don't, roll like poop again. So attack number 1 is a 15 to hit for 6 damage. Shot number 2 is a 20 to hit for 2 damage. And otherwise, his pale yellow eyes keep glowing as I shove some more hit points back in my body.
Yeah, both hits strike him solidly. Though he's still up, you can see the blood starting to come through the side of his armor as he's severely wounded.
Well, take that, you jerky jerk.
Yeah, he'll 5 foot over, stepping away from the metal barrier that Corbin has put up, and will attempt to strike you with his shotgun. Firing horribly, as I guess the wounds are a little bit more than he thought, as his blast simply just fires off into the air randomly.
There's that Josh roll we wanted.
And buddy, that's a shotgun. I mean, come on. You're like 5 feet away.
Sorry, my guys are playing by XCOM rules. It said 95%. That doesn't mean shit.
Doesn't mean anything. So yeah, Corbin's going to be pissed and now have one target directly in front of him. He's going to 5 foot step up to close the distance. He's going to go to grab the scruff of this guy's collar, not an actual to to do anything, but really just more of an intimidation. And then he's gonna, bring down the hammer as a power attack and hit this guy across the face. Does an 8 do it?
It does not.
Good job. Corbin whiffs it and gets even angrier.
At least you're consistent.
I don't want to be consistent in this way, dude.
Oh, come on.
I'm over hitting this guy with everything I have, and he still won't die.
All right, coming around the outside of the construction vehicle, this goon will approach and fire a blast at Flynn. Somehow that scaffolding is just perfect cover, as it just...
Why I'm here?
Yeah.
Obviously.
As they're just throwing pellets and it just keeps hitting the fan.
Why are they throwing rocks?
How do we keep asking questions? Shut up. Let him do his thing.
Finally, with a clear shot open, the mercenary up above is able to unleash a hail of bullets down upon Corbin Thus. As opposed to spraying an area, he's going to focus the entire clip at Corbin.
Hot.
That can't be good.
That's going to hit.
A 30 is a miss.
I can only be hit by reasonable numbers. I'm sorry.
I guess we could just roll anything we want, I guess.
12 to 24 is fine, but over that, no. Fuck no.
The full spray of bullets hits Corbin, shredding skin and doing damage of 24.
Corbin doesn't even flinch. He feels it, but he's still very focused on the guy in front of him who somehow dodged his melee attack.
Yeah, if you imagine combat's happening all at the same time, you probably miss because you just got sprayed with a lot of bullets. But he is, of course, intimidated as your fast healing in effect means those wounds are healing up as nanites and cybernetics are helping stitch and form tons of fresh, new, fun scars. Flynn and Docha down below, you'll see the heavy thud of an empty canister of bullets is up above. The gentleman's going to start to reload. The one in front of you, Corbin, will attempt to smash you across the face with his shotgun.
Yep, that hits.
Doing 6 points of damage. Dotra, wounds patched. What do you do?
Attempt to stab this guy in the neck too.
All right.
They're just going to come toward me.
How many necks do these guys have? God.
All of my villains are Hydras. Surprise, Doug.
No! It's a 9 to hit.
I didn't realize we're playing Avengers here.
Or ingredients for my cocktails.
Yeah, I think you guys are pre-venging. But Dotra, as you swing the cleaver, the cleaver will swing across, bouncing off the pauldron of the goon in front of you as he turns a shotgun your direction. All right, running up point blank, this gentleman opens fire with a 19.
That misses.
The mage armor deflecting the bullets.
Haha.
With a point of bleed, it is now your turn,
Perfect. Suck up that bleed. Just the best sorcerer ever. And I'm going to use a swift action to fire my remaining shuriken at him. Ooh, 21 to hit.
Yeah, in a burst of fire, he will fall to the ground.
Perfect. And I will glance over at the target to my northeast in the open. And I'll fire Box 2, and I'll fire a magic missile at him.
Both magic missiles fly across the battlefield, breaking both neck and leg as the man falls to the ground.
I'll manically chuckle and say, "There we go, Cleo." And I'll go back to cover.
All right, very well. Flynn.
I don't know which of these two people I should trust better as being melee capable. I think I've got a better shot on this one here if I don't have to pop out of cover. So I'll do rapid shot there. So this doesn't feel like a combat that I need to be throwing around magic for, because my magic's not as cool as Yuno's magic. So these are -1 because now I've got coordinated shots with my buddy there who's performing teamwork magic for me, even though he doesn't know about it. So that is a 22 to hit for 2 points of damage and a 15 to hit for 5 points of damage.
The 22 will definitely hit him.
A little more tickle from the pistol, if you know what I mean. I don't know what it means.
15 will bounce off the vehicle.
Don't know where you're going with that one. Sorry, Doug.
Yeah. Across the battlefield, you hear the stomping of more boots and armor getting closer as more goons approach. Corbin.
In this moment, you're going to see Corbin's, a chunk of flesh out of Corbin's forearm just regenerating from nanotech. You're going to see lights around his face start to glow, and he's going to take another swing at this guy. Does a 12 do it?
12 does not, unfortunately.
And he misses again.
Hey, you are a bullet sponge, and you're doing your job wonderfully.
You're here. You're present.
Thanks, man.
All right. This gentleman will have to step back from Dotra as the cleaver as the user of the cleaver, leveling his shotgun off and hopefully trying to take down the violent culinary squid monster attacking him.
No.
Touche. 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alrighty. The blast does 10 points of damage. Up above, the mercenary will step away from the edge of the building, disappearing from sight. Back down on the ground, the one in front of Corbin will take a swing with the butt of his shotgun, hitting with an 18.
Oh, yeah. No, you absolutely hit me, for
Okay,
sure.
10 points of damage.
God fucking bless America.
Careful, son, with those curse words.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Dropping them GBs like it's no one's business. All right, back in the shadows in amongst the construction, Dotra.
Let's see, I gonna try to intimidate the guy with the shotgun. Nope.
Yeah, as he sees the blossoming red on from blasting you with the shotgun, as you go to threaten him, he does not seem as worried about it.
Right. So, that's my action. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be your standard, and then if you wanted to use, I believe it's your swift action if you want to activate your fast healing judgment.
Yeah. Let's do that.
The start of every round, you'll heal 2, and it stops the bleeding. And it heals. So, and if you've got the non-lethal conversion, it's healing 2 non-lethal and 2 regular damage. Hey, I don't think we ordered more soldiers.
We didn't.
Okay.
Buy one, get one.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
You
got
say they were
BOGO.
hydras.
I didn't realize it was Wednesday.
You did say they were hydras. Just saying.
Yeah, there's a BOGO deal at the Mercenary Goon Factory. If you buy 5 henchmen, I'll throw in 3 for free. All right. With the stomp of more boots approaching, with the gentleman on top of the mercenary on top having disappeared from sight, take 1 point of bleed and start your turn.
As I taste blood on my lips, I'm going to reach out and fire the old faithful Fox 2 at the target Dotra just attempted to intimidate with a small butter knife. Huzzah. First one and the second one. And I'll yell after I fire, "What's the plan, boys?"
Yeah, both bolts strike him, doing plenty of damage. As you yell that out, Flynn, you can hear the heavy stomps of boots echoing amongst the concrete stairs, the construction building that you're standing in from above.
The kit on these soldiers, is it just they've all got their rifles and some body armor? Any grenades? Anything else interesting?
Correct. Yeah, they assault shotguns, tactical armor. They each have a flashbang and a smoke grenade.
Okay, I'll run over to this guy and try to yank that flashbang off of him and toss it into the stairwell behind me, towards the sound of the oncoming boots.
Perfect. Go and give me that range throw.
General ranged attack. 23 to huck a grenade.
Excellent. Yeah, it bounces into the stairwell.
And Flynn will try to look small behind this thing while he covers his ears for a second.
All right, that'll go off at the beginning of your next turn. You hear Yuno's call out as well. Corbin, it is your turn.
Yeah, Corbin's just gonna ignore that and keep trying to fucking hit this guy because he's just getting even more pissed.
Totally understandable. In a rage. What's the plan? Smash?
One smashes. That is and always will be the plan. Jeff, does a 10 do it? If you could say it without laughing, it'd take the sting off a little bit for sure.
The tendons of your arm still regenerating. You just cannot seem to land a blow on this guy, as I'm sure he's just wondering why you're just leaking blood in every direction as the wounds are repairing.
And that's my turn.
Across the battlefield, as the goons are getting close enough now to start potentially engaging to combat, the one fighting Dotra that had been intimidated at will take a shot. And with 15?
15 misses.
Alrighty. I guess the intimidation might have worked just a little bit. Perfect. The gentleman in front of you swings and smashes you across the face with the end of the shotgun.
Yep, that hits.
Doing 10 more points of damage. To be fair, he's fighting a really uphill battle. You are regenerating as he's smashing you over and over again.
Yeah, no, this is good for him.
Yeah.
This is great. He's doing great.
No, this
guy deserves a promotion for sure.
Definitely gets upgraded to having a name, probably. Alrighty. After the shotgun blast goes wide, Dotra, it is your turn. Your healing judgment kicks in, so go ahead and grab that couple more hit points. But what do you do?
I'm going to pull out the grenade launcher, step back, and fire that here. So do I know these guys are coming around the other side?
You can hear them approaching. Yes.
Okay, So I'm going to take a couple steps back over here and shoot it over. It's a grenade launcher. I don't have to be that precise.
Nope. Going to give me that range to hit that square.
It's a 16.
All right, and aiming over here. Yeah, with a 16, it will land in the square that you are aiming for. Yeah, you'll hear the explosion go off as chunks of concrete go flying in every direction. You'll hear the yell of the goons rushing in, but you will take half damage from it.
All right.
Take 1 point of bleed, and it is Yuno's turn.
All right. Seeing that, Yuno's going to dash up here by Corbin, right about there. And as he gets there, he's going to yell to Corbin, focus, and he's going to fire Fox 2, a magic missile at the guy engaged with Corbin. He's not even going to look to see if it hits, as he's just going to turn and look at Flynn with like exasperated, just shaking of his head.
Yeah, you're still actively losing blood.
Yes.
Excellent. Both magic missiles strike, doing a fair amount of damage. The one fighting Corbin looks tired and exhausted, and you'll hear the missiles thud. Flynn, inside the construction building, you'll hear the sound and explosion of the flashbang going off. And go and give me a perception check.
I'd say 29 on the perception check.
Amidst the chaos of this, I mean, there's other grenades going off, shotguns, magic missiles flying about. You're in the middle of the construction site. For a lot of people, this might be a lot to concentrate on between the echoes and this broken concrete building that's being built up. But you can hear the shuffling of feet, the staggering, the kind of thud against the wall. The flashbang, you believe, was very effective. But it's your turn.
I think something of at least consolidating our presence so we're not fighting all over in every direction. I'll start trying to make my way over this way. Gonna move behind the corner here and take one shot at this gentleman. That has a 23 to hit for 4 damage.
The blast catches him across the side. He is still up, but all of you can tell that a single hit will probably take him down.
Just one, Corbin. Just one. Come on, slugger.
All right. Corbin, as flesh knits and bruises repair, they still hurt, but you are still going strong. It is your turn.
Corbin's going to see the magic missiles hit this guy on the side of the head, and he's going to grit his teeth, and he's going to say out loud, "I was handling it," and then he's going to try to take a swing.
Man, this would be the best time to miss.
Does a 19 do it?
Damn it.
Yeah, as this gentleman has smashed you across the face with the butt of his shotgun, after taking 2 magic missiles and a force blast to the side, your stun baton comes down straight across his face.
For 13 damage.
His jaw cracks and neck crumples as he falls to the ground.
After he falls to the ground, Corbin's going to look straight at Yuno, and he's going to shrug and say, "See?" And then he's going to walk up next to Yuno and grab some cover next to some construction equipment or machine and assess the situation and what's going on. What does Corbin see when he peeks around the machine equipment? What's going on? What's the landscape?
Going around the clock, directly above you, you can see Dotra with grenade launcher in hand, hiding behind a large construction vehicle. Following around, you see the bodies of goons all about before you get to the northwest portion of the construction site, where you can see 3 fresh mercenaries coming in, shotguns in hand, grenades on belt. The ones above start to move in position as you see them with guns raised, ready for the next person that they can see and attack. Inside the building, a man stumbles slowly and carefully down the stairs, unable to see his surroundings. Dotra.
Can't see his surroundings, huh? How much area is filled with that smoke?
It's just in the stairwell.
Just in the stairwell?
Yeah, it's where Flynn threw that flashbang.
Can I listen to see if he's come like all the way down to the bottom?
Yeah, go and give me your perception.
21?
Yeah, 21, peeking around the corner, listening for it. You can hear him moving slowly down the stairs, but he does not seem, the smoke that's coming out of where the flashbang went off, you do not see him outside of it yet. And it's almost like his movement was halved from being blinded.
All right, I'm going to try to stab this guy again. 16 to hit?
Yeah, coming around the corner, grenade launcher in one hand, cleaver in the other. You'll catch this guy across the stomach, and he will spill to the floor. With another point of bleed, it is Yuno's turn.
Okay. Is that metal sheet behind to the south of me still like stuck on the ground, or is it laying on the floor?
Stuck in the ground, up.
Okay. I think I'm gonna retreat behind it as partial cover, and I'm gonna cast Starchild Shuriken again, slapping 2 sulfur together, let them float in air, and they're not gonna attack just yet. and I'm just going to mumble to them. I'm still bleeding from the first attack as I just ready for one to get in range of me.
Flynn.
Well, I had good luck with nonsense earlier. I'm going to try again. We will go snag another guy's grenade and huck it. In this case, I'll kneel down next to this poor sap and try to throw a flashbang down near the cars down this way.
Go and give me another ranged attack as you throw the grenade far and wide.
Huzzah! Well, 15. Maybe not as beautiful a throw as last time, but not terrible.
Put a little blibbly blop as they will watch the grenade come flying up and above and land there.
Swell.
The tightness of flesh reknitting itself can be felt all over Corbin. It is your turn.
So Corbin's just accustomed to the feeling of his tendons and muscles getting shredded and then rebuilt, so the feeling doesn't faze him. But what he is going to do is he's going to walk towards the nearest goon, and as he's walking, he's going to shout to and he's going to say, "Bad guys probably got med kits, probably got first aid kits. You're still bleeding, kid." And then he's going to take a power attack on this goon right in front of him.
All right, as you rush towards him, his readied action will go off, but he is not ready for how quickly you move across the battlefield at him. His blast missing completely.
I take a swing and I roll. Does a 16 do it?
A 16 does slam into him.
Hell yeah. And I do 14 damage.
Yeah, you hear ribs crack underneath his armor as he hits the ground. These two come rushing forward and will both fire upon Corbin. Fortunately, as you smash into and destroy their friend, their shotgun blasts seem to fill the air around you, but find no purchase upon you.
Yeah, go team.
A heavy slam of boots land on concrete at the base of the stairs. A large gentleman carrying a Gatling gun is finally able to clear the overload of data that filled his division mask when a flashbang went off and can now see. Fortunately, he comes back into a world where almost all of the status readings of his team have flatlined and waits to see his opponents. Dotra, from where you're standing, you can see his form come out of the smoke from the stairwell as he looks to be ready to shoot.
All right. Surprise grenade.
All right, and you're just shooting just a frag grenade?
No, he gets a muffin.
All right.
Exploding muffin?
Nope. I was going to distract these guys with it and heard him like, get muffin.
But it doesn't look like a muffin, right? This is something you baked to look like a
Oh,
grenade.
yeah. No, it totally looks like a grenade.
Okay.
This
Just
is-
want to clarify for the listeners, he shot a muffin grenade that looks like a grenade, but is a muffin.
It is a muffin that looks like a grenade.
Got it.
Right, so this is it cake, but
Yes.
it's actually a muffin.
Do I need to do a...
Can you give me the attack roll? I just want to see if he gets splatted with a muffin.
I did. 13.
Okay. 13 lands the touch, but hits his armor, so upon his well-decorated and designed technical armor, there is the soft thud of a muffin.
I'll take a step back there.
With another point of bleed, it is Yuno's turn.
All right. Will look at Corbin's, I'm assuming, back of his head now. Say, "Thanks for the tip, old man," and I'll use a swift action to fire one of the shuriken at the guy to the north of Corbin there. Direct north. Ooh, 20 to hit.
Yeah, having taken severe damage from the frag grenade shot by Dotra earlier, the firebolt will strike him in the chest, sending him flying to the ground on fire.
Perfect. And after that does, I'm going to move to the body to my right, and I'm going to search him using Corbin's tip there for a med kit, if possible, to use to stop my bleeding.
Yeah, searching the body, you can see that they do have a heal pin on them to help stop the bleeding, but you'll have to put that in next turn. Flynn.
Flashbang goes off somewhere over there.
Yeah. Boom, this body all of a sudden is blinded.
But unfortunately, not to great effect. But it is noisy.
Your spell, Invisibility to Dead, is successful.
And I heard this guy coming down, debating engaging him with a knife. Can I see the Gatling gun guy?
Not on the side you're at. That part of the building is constructed, so you both have full cover from each other.
But I knew he was coming down the stairs.
Mhm.
I knew he just fired something at him.
Yeah, your perception tells you that he's on the lower floor over there. Like you can hear those noises coming out, but you don't know exactly where.
So if I come around to here, I should be able to see him, and I'll finish a move by just closing the distance to this guy before he gains his sight back, and I'll swap to a knife on the way.
Well, his ready action will go off.
Fantastic.
as he will fire at the moving target that's coming around the corner.
26 is an easy hit. This whole move might end up being me just going back around the corner again, depending on the results of the next roll.
All of you hear is the echo of the Gatling gun blasting out of this constructed building. It does 16 points of damage.
Kind of a dick move, but I'm still just going to try to stab him in the face.
Fair enough.
So 1 knife attack for a 13 to strike him.
As the muffin falls off his shoulders, you swing your knife towards him. You will feel the telltale signs of a kinetic barrier being generated by cybernetics that he has that prevents the knife from landing the blow.
Well, I will try to be more accurate next time.
Back outside, the goon steps forward, taking a shot at Corbin and missing.
Corbin's going to dodge that shot and then close the distance between him and the remaining goon and take a swing on this guy to silence him. And horribly missing with a 1.
Alrighty. The man in front of you, Flynn, as the gun starts to whir up, you'll hear him from underneath his mask. And which one are you? As he will provoke as he opens up fire directly at your stomach.
I'm just going to roll the attack here first before I figure out what I say back to that.
One-liners come before swings.
Come on, man. That's the rules. I did it. You got to do it. One-liners and then swing.
Yeah. You always do your one-liner first.
Well, narratively, that won't work out as well, but all right. It's like me, I'm just here to keep the order. Yeah, I rolled the same number again. It's another 13. It's not going to do anything. The gentleman shooting at me with his gun may proceed with that issue.
As you swing the knife, as I said, he's aiming at your stomach.
Oh, come on. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Does a 20 confirm?
20? Yeah, 20 should confirm. I'll double check my armor class. I wasn't bothering to look since he just rolled to crit me. 20 is my AC. So, yes.
Alrighty.
Just gonna regret a lot coming to a fight this guy.
With the whir of the gun.
You just take that 5 of that as my non-lethal damage. That should mean I'm not technically dead yet. Oh, no, that's my exact con score.
Okay, and with the bleed next turn, that would put you over?
No, I'm at negative 14 hit points with 10 non-lethal damage. I'll double check judgment. I think I might heal or I might stop healing when I fall unconscious, but if there's anything left to heal, that's already my negative con score though. So Flynn takes a clip of a machine gun to his torso and collapses, bleeding and dying on the ground.
Yeah, with a spray of blood as hot lead fills your stomach, burning through intestines and flesh as the world goes dark as Flynn hits the ground.
It's all right. I can do that kind of damage over the course of about 20 rounds myself. Just need the time.
Dotra, you hear the explosion of Gatling fire. Doug, go and roll me that D6.
Okay, I will roll a D6. I got a 3.
All right, cool. So Dotra, as you're from the angle you're at, you're able to catch a glimpse. As Flynn rushes towards, swinging his knife, the mercenary will unload the clip into his body, cutting across him, sending his arm flying off in a different direction. Blood covers the inside of the concrete here, as it is now your turn.
The entire clip?
Correct.
So he's empty right now.
Yes.
My turn.
Look at this vulnerable neck.
25 to hit.
Totally hits.
All right. For 7.
Yeah, his heavily armored body, the cleaver slams into him. The cybernetics generating the kinetic barrier does help prevent some of that damage from dealing what it should. You know.
All right. I'm going to look back over my shoulder up at Corbin, and I'm going to point and fire my remaining Star Child shuriken at him, at that target in front of Corbin that's still standing for some reason. 22 to hit.
A 22 will absolutely hit as the shuriken glances off the side of his armor.
Okay, and I'll grunt and I'll say, "He's got it, right?" And instead of healing myself, I'll fire Fox magic missiles.
So you take that one more point of bleed as 2 magic missiles fly out.
Total 7 damage.
The mercenary is still up. Corbin, the one in front of you, is struck with both a firebolt and 2 magic missiles. You hear the blast of the Gatling gun behind you. What are you doing?
Consolidating thread. So I'm going to take another swing on this guy. For
Yes!
almost a crit. This isn't the guy I wanted to crit on, but let's roll to confirm.
Yeah, absolutely. His body ragdolls as bones break. He hits the ground.
Corbin's going to look down, and then he's going to look to the right, see the guy collapse, and he's going to see Flynn collapse. He's going to roll his shoulders forward and start running towards the main guy, and he's going to mumble under his breath, okay, now time to get to work.
All right. Dotra, go and take attack of opportunity as the mercenary in front of you reloads his Gatling gun.
21 to hit.
Will hit, doing another 7. And Corbin, go and take your attack of opportunity as well, as you would have been able to reach him.
Does a 16 hit?
Bounces off the side of his armor.
Damn.
Dotra, it's your turn.
I'm going to take another slash as I try to work my way behind him.
Alrighty, moving around behind him to flank with Corbin.
Yep.
A solid strike. Unfortunately, his heavy armor does prevent that critical hit from going through, but...
So does the 9
9
does
hits.
the 9 damage go through?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Another point of bleed.
Okay. Can I see what's going on inside, or I'm just hear sound effects?
Just sound effects.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Cleo and say, not this time, as I use the heal pin on myself.
Okay, so you have fast healing 1 for the next 5 rounds. So that'll stop the bleeding as you insert the heal pin into your arm, and you feel the nanites surging into your blood, helping to stop what is happening.
And I think once I do that, I'm gonna run to the body to my northwest there, and I'm just gonna get ready to search that for another heal pin.
Okay, yeah, you know where they are, because you found out the last one. Corbin.
Yeah, I'm going to swing on this guy and keep his attention on me while we flank. And I roll a 14, which I don't think is enough.
No, flanking does give you a +2. That still misses.
Oh, okay.
But yes, it does. It does keep the attention on you. All right. The gentleman in the middle here will 5-foot step a bit away, still not a way to get out of both of you. Both of you get an attack of opportunity as he will attempt to unload this Gatling clip into Corbin. So go ahead and both take your attack of opportunities.
Rolled an 18.
Another unconfirmed crit.
With flanking, you both had a +2 to these. Corbin, you will hit with a 20.
Hell yeah.
As your stun baton strikes him for 10. That means Dotra has the opening he needs to jam a cleaver into the backside of him under his armor, though he's still up and moving. He will, with a 17 on Corbin,
My AC is 17.
take 12 points of damage and you're bleeding. But you can see by the amount of blood spilled from the critical strike on that cleaver that this gentleman is not long for this world. Dotra.
All right, let's get this over with. 25 to hit for 7.
Yeah. With that final blow, the cleaver will land its strike. Blood will spray out as he will hit the ground.
Anything else around?
No, the construction site is silent now. There's the loud clang as the Gatling gun hits the floor. His body goes limp.
I think after that, Yuna would run in with a heel pin, just sweating and out of breath. What would I say?
As Yuno runs in, you'd see Flynn upon the ground, missing his right arm. Blood is all over the inside of this construction site. You'd see the heavily armored mercenary, the Gatling gun on the floor, his face obscured by the division mask. Dotra, you roll a heal check for
Flynn.
You know if you can get him to a cyber dock, you can get him back up and running, but you will never have this arm again.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the arm of the other dude just in case, and we're gonna bring them both.
I think I'd reach down and I wouldn't know anything about medical stuff, but I'll stab the heel pin I do have into, pull in and inject that.
Corbin's gonna walk up after he stabs him. Corbin's gonna come out of his rage. You'll see the glow from the cybernetics throughout his body dim down. He's gonna pick up Flynn, put it over his shoulder, obviously making sure that the bleeding stopped. And then on our way out, he's gonna scavenge a couple more heal pins from the first aid kit to the body strewn about and walk back to our van to get this guy to a hospital or a cyber dock.
So I got 2 arms and a Gatling gun. Walk those back.
Yeah, if one of you is running back to grab the vehicle, you're able to drive that up onto the construction site and load up 2 bodies. What? 2 bodies? Correct. I believe Dotra's bringing the mercenary.
You're bringing the mercenary?
No, just the arm.
Oh, okay. Very well.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And then I guess before we do that, yeah, so Corbin would drive the vehicle into the courtyard. We'd load up the arms, our friend, we would pile in, and then I would take some time to find an explosive and fuck up the arms, the the weapons we came to fuck up in the first place. So before we go to the cyberdock, actually get that job done. Also,
Right. Standard action hero style. You guys have to walk away from an explosion without looking at it.
that's exactly what. Thank you so much, Jeff. Yes, that's what I wanted.
The construction site in flames, explosions going off as you detonate the explosives inside the shipping containers that were located here. You guys will head into the city proper to find a cyberdock for Flynn.
I think in the car, would be in the back, just dusting off his coat he put on the ground, making sure it was clean again before donning it.
Doctor, you're driving, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Corbin's just going to be in the back making sure his buddy's not bleeding out. He's still breathing. Stabbing him with a heel pin or two.
Yes, Flynn is well acupunctured with heel pins to keep what vitals you can still going.
It can't be that vital.
I mean, he's a lawyer. He's not a good lawyer, but he's our lawyer.
I just picture in the back, cleaning his jacket and Corbin just stabbing with needles. How many put in? And I'm just like, I don't know.
He's still breathing.
It looks like a hedgehog. We're fine.
Very well. As our heroes drive their way through the streets of Selene, past houses and vendors, closer down to the center of town near the ports and the bay that looks out into the ocean, you guys will be able to find a cyberdock that is able to get to work on repairing and sealing off Flynn's arm.
I sure hope that's not the arm he signs his paperwork with.
Or thumbprint. That's going to be awkward.
We've got the thumb.
And you guys judged me for cutting off a finger.
I mean,
I did not judge.
for sure, judged. You cut off your own finger. He got it blown off by a machine gun. His story's cooler.
Look how much better I did.
Corbin's going to snap, and Corbin's going to snap and look at you and be like, that's right, kid. You did do better this time. I guess there's something there.
Yeah, none of you look great. But I mean, definitely is pale as fuck. But it is late afternoon when Flynn wakes up. You're looking at a scruffy-looking Lycal. You can see the multitude of kind of monocles and glasses that are built over his face. You can see the scalpels. You can smell the metal, and you can smell that penny smell and iron smell of blood as the Lycal face filling your vision. It's like, hello?
Yeah, I can smell you. What's up?
All right, he's good. I recommend a week of bed rest.
I'll give you 10 credits if you make it 2.
2 weeks? Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, sweet. Fuck.
Yeah, you can feel the cold steel as you move a hand that does not quite yet feel like yours.
Well, shit. Did we get him?
Yeah, it's right here.
That's good.
As Dotra holds up an arm, you can see cables and cybernetics poking out of the chunk of the shoulder that was torn out.
Would be in the room, probably smoking like an e-cigarette, considering the time and his upbringing. That also lights up to match the liner of his coat.
I think if we keep doing it this way, I need a bigger gun.
Gatling gun?
As Dotra holds up a Gatling gun in the other hand.
Yeah, that'll do it. All right, sweet. The holster's whatever, wherever his Basque Force pistol ended up.
Figured out of any of us, you deserved it.
You had that, and you just gave me a regular arm. I could have had a Gatling gun arm. Guess we could. Is there tape around? I can still tape it on.
Duct tape.
Yeah, the Cyberdock Doriax will. Whoa! You need bed rest. What do you can't?
Yeah, I can lie in a bed with a gun arm. What else am I gonna do? I'm not gonna shoot anybody with it yet. Look, it's plan. We'll call it Plan B. Plan A. I'll figure out how to write with this thing.
Would mumble, as long as Corbin gets the next upgrade.
Corbin would be walking into the room right about then with a freshly purchased touristy looking shirt because his rest of his clothes just got torn to shreds from all the bullets he took to his body. And he'd probably be wearing a bald cap and he'd say, "Oh shit, he's up. How you feeling, big guy?"
From the looks of things, like I got my body shot in half.
Yeah, you did. And then he would disperse 4 cups of coffee.
I'm not that thirsty, but I'll try to drink all 4.
Shut up, you know what I meant. So gun arm, that's where we're going? You're just gonna, is that what we're doing?
No.
Okay.
It would prove to be impractical pretty quickly, I think.
He's a lawyer. Why does he have a chain gun? for the cases they think he's going to lose.
Don't worry, once he misses, it takes him forever to reload.
Problem number one is I got to find somebody else to break to reshoot the arm off so that I can get the doctor to reattach I can reach the part where I reload it. I think that's how it works.
Doriax will hand you a pile of pills to should keep the pain away at least and help with recovery.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I'll just bill this to Sangarii.
Sure. I mean, that sounds reasonable.
He looks at you as he doesn't know which side you work for, but he does know that Sangarii is the one who started it. So no matter whether you were on Reginald or the madam's side, it would still fall on her to pay for any medical bills.
So, Doc, how long is he going to have to be in this bed?
I mean, he'll look to all of you, and I don't
want to stay. Do I have to stay in this bed? Can I go to a different one?
You can go to a different bed. I just don't recommend a lot of heavy or physical activity.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
No promises.
Yeah, he kind of looks at all of you and is like, I mean, do what you want.
Be an asshole if you want to be an asshole. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, just kind of that. I have a funny feeling that you will not be staying in bed.
We can bring the bed with us.
As he looks to the chef holding a Gatling gun, like, not officially a doctor.
So, should we go back and report on what happened?
Dorix is, I wasn't kidding. This man should be in bed for like a week. He needs to heal. It's not going to be comfortable to move around. I gave him extra pills, but...
Extra pills.
Like, he's kind of looking at all of you like, I don't understand. Like, when you get hurt, you stop doing stuff, right?
That doesn't make any sense to me, Doc.
What, am I speaking Druidic here? Come on.
Corbin would look at Flynn and Dotra and just kind of do sure.
I mean, assuming we get paid enough, we can take a bit of a vacation.
With smoke and with his left hand, with his still healing missing finger, and just say, just because you're hurt doesn't mean you're out. As he exhales.
Corbin would snap his fingers, point at and say, time to call the boss.
Very well. I'll step out of the room. Go HCOM, Madam Sangarii.
Yeah, it'll take a couple rings, but it will pick up, and her voice sounds a little bit exasperated. Where are you?
Hello, ma'am. We're currently getting some medical help for our friendly lawyer, but the arms have been destroyed.
Though you can hear there's an anger behind her voice, well, good, at least we have that. Return back as soon as you can. We need to finish this with Avorii soon.
Very well.
I do have a little bit of backup for you.
We may need it considering Lynn's condition. He's missing one of his limbs, his arm in particular. We have a cyber doctor replacing it, but he's recommended bed rest.
Well, I'm not paying you for bed rest.
I agree. We'll get him mobile, and he can deal with the consequences.
Good. And she'll hang up.
I'll walk back in. Madam needs us as soon as possible. She's been updated. Let's get him mobile.
Corbin will walk up to Flynn, pat him on the good shoulder. You heard the guy. Let's go. Or whatever, just pout.
This wasn't in the contract.
Flynn explicitly knows it is in the contract.
I've altered the contract.
Cool. So that's what we do. We if nobody has any objections, we go back to Madam Sang's.
Yeah, as you return back to Madam Sangarii, you can see the servants here reattaching the front door. You can see that half the front yard has been caught on fire. Windows are broken. Inside, looks like there has been a massive struggle. Madam Sangarii, though, looks to be dressed in oddly clean clothes, fresh. You can see Malzmaron. He's standing, but you can definitely see that blood stains the inside of his shirt. You can see where his coat's been cut. And standing off to the side is that armored fellow you saw before. The insignia of the scythe on the pauldrons of his mithril full plate. His jaw looks clenched. So he's dealing with something, an internal pain. But Sangarii, upon seeing you all, would... excellent. Good. Oh, goodness, Flynn.
You should see the other guy. He was doing great last I saw him. I think we got him, though.
Well, I thank you for your sacrifice and everything you've done.
Yeah, no problem, I guess. No, it's fine. Just a miscalculation. And I think we took out their supplies at the docks, so that must piss them off at least. But we got to finish this thing.
Yes, I have received word from my spies that Avorii is very upset. I think we finally have him cornered, which means tomorrow we'll have to deal the final blow.
Wait.
What's with this guy? Corbin's going to point at Scythe guy.
Yeah, she'll look over at him and, not a problem. He's here to help now.
Then tonight we drink, and I'll make my way over to the bar, start mixing up some nice fancy drinks with some exotic bugs and worms in it. Probably a hint of poison, just so like it open up your bloodstream to get the alcohol faster.
Might I offer you an egg foam in these trying times? And I will infuse the egg with poison and make him an egg cream.
You guys are weird. Corbin's going to walk to Mel's Moran. He's just going to say, what the fuck happened here?
Yeah, Mal's will go ahead and give me a sense motive.
Josh rolling die. It can never go wrong.
In your pocket, you can feel your HCOM vibrate as you receive a message.
I rolled a 15.
There seems to be something off, but you can't quite pick it. It's also kind of hard to say. You guys have had a very rough day, and it seems like they have as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But with the vibration in your pocket, Mal's kind of Avorii sent his eyes will flicker to the man in full plate. Avorii had sent a specialized mercenary, but it's all handled now. Promises were kept, and it's been dealt with.
Okay. What kind of promises were kept? You allowed to talk about it? Is it something we should know about?
It neither deals with your contract or with your service here, so I appreciate it, but no.
Corbin's going to lower his voice and say in a little more a hushed tone, Miles, do I need to worry about a specialized mercenary that got bought out the same day of a contract that he was supposed to execute? Because our boss is still standing and he's standing there. Some things aren't adding up.
He'll put his hand on your shoulder and whisper back to you that I promise you he won't be a problem. Go enjoy your drinks.
Corbin will nod, kind of look at him, not in a menacing way, just in a I hope you're right stare kind of way. Pat him on the shoulder and say, all right, I think we all need a drink after today. You know, something fruity, if you would, please.
But the madam would take a seat and ask you all to tell her what happened exactly.
We got jumped. We thought we were staking them out, and they were ready for us. We took out the goons, took out a guy, we lost an arm, and we took out the warehouse, and we came right back as soon as we can.
And would be mixing, like shaking a drink, and he would go back over and goes, and yours truly showed them what real power, the power of the Sangarii family should display. As he mixes it, pours her her and Corbin the same fruity drink, like a floating worm of like bright green and orange.
Corbin would nod his head to the side towards and flick his thumb and be like, yeah, that one kept all his fingers today.
Excellent. Good to hear.
And we'll wink at Corbin and say, and helped him eliminate his targets.
With a charming smile, yeah, she'll thank you for the drink before looking at Flynn and Dotra. Besides the arm, are you both okay?
More or less.
We'll be fine. Just good to see this contract finished.
Well, it won't be much longer here yet.
Yeah, Flynn would be a bit somber with his brush with death, more than normal. But other than that, he is going to try to figure out how to use that Gatling gun.
So we'll end the evening and session with you guys enjoying drinks. In the background, you can hear the sound of firefighters heading out towards the burning construction site. Black plumes of smoke rising up in the winter night. Corbin, when you check your HCOM, you have two messages. One from Scarlett saying, thank you so much. I'm so excited. Everything's accepted. I'm going to start at the colleges in Basia this fall.
Corbin's going to text back, anytime, Pumpkin. It's all for you.
The other message is from a number you don't know, saying, I hope that we can talk. I thought that Scarlett needed the promise of a future, regardless of how this ended. Consider her years paid for, no matter how tomorrow ends. For Flynn, with your middle hand grasping legal papers as you look through them once again, try to spot what maybe you missed last time. You thought you'd figured it all out, but now, having spent a little bit more time, looking through them, you see the clauses that are almost exquisitely hidden in the legalese and the text and words. Reginald Avorii owns almost nothing. All of it is technically in Xavier Estibold's name. If Reginald dies, she does not take over.
Xavier just would have everything still.
Correct.
Okay.
And this fits back with what you had understood before of why he asked you to call him when it was done.
Mm-hmm. All right, then. He would share that with the team the next morning once everybody's had that chance to relax a minute.
Dotra, go and give me your profession chef.
27.
Yeah, as you're helping kind of clean up in the kitchen, after the drinks are done, as night goes, as you're relaxing by tidying up and putting away things, making sure everything's accounted for the next morning, knowing that tomorrow will be a big day. Finding the bottle of wine that had swung at him by one of the hired goons from the party the day before, you recognize that scent of rose water mixed in with the wine. In fact, you've used it before. It's odd, but it's been for clergy and judges, very rich clients. It appears that this wine had been filled with holy water. And for Madame Sangarii will visit you at the end of the party, will visit you at the end of the night to share a final drink and ask if maybe when this contract is over, if you consider working for the Sangaris full time. Don't answer yet, but she sees a lot of potential in you, and with your loyalty, especially on this contract, she would be honored to have such a valuable servant in her fold. And that's where we'll end the session.
Fuck you.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Don't answer yet. I hate that. Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, this is Josh signing off. Sincerest thanks to Jeff, as always, for letting us players cannonball into this Olympic-sized story he calls Big Campaign. We'd also like to send a special thanks to Nihilor for letting us use his music. The track for the intro and outro is called An Unwavering Will. Play fair out there.